Desperate Venezuelan fishermen slaughter one another and turn to piracy, while starving villagers are forced to eat soup made from seawater as country's economic collapse worsens. Dozens of fishermen have been killed by pirates as the economic crisis deepens. Once home to the world's fourth largest tuna fleet, the country's fishing trade has now collapsed. Punta de Araya families got through the summer by eating dog soup, a broth made from seawater and the small fish that are usually thrown back. Gangs out of work, fishermen have turned to a life of piracy and have killed dozens who still venture into the sea in Venezuela as the country's economic crisis worsens. Once home to the world's fourth largest tuna fleet, now the fishing trade has collapsed, and those who continue to fish are falling prey to the vicious bandits. Many have been tied up and thrown overboard by pirates, as those with boats opt for illegal ways of making money, such as smuggling and piracy. This is terrible. As you can see here, members of the Marval family, who have fallen victim to bandits who killed 3 relatives after taking them captive, fish at night in the sea in an increasingly dangerous trade. Robberies on the sea have happened daily, leaving scores of fishermen dead. People can't make a living fishing anymore, so they're using their boats for the options that remain: smuggling gas, running drugs, and piracy, said Jose Antonio Garcia, leader of the state's largest union. Teenager Flaco Marval has lost a brother and 2 cousins to pirates, and has been told they were coming for the rest of the family. The skinny 17-year-old and his relatives ran to grab the guns they'd soldered together from kitchen pipes, smoked an acid-smelling drug to boost their energy. Sorry, there's a misspelling. And went out into the night to patrol the sandy village streets. He said, "We just have to kill these thugs, and then we can go back to fishing like we always did," as you can see here. I don't quite see how they made the guns, though, because that's a Glock. Anyways, obviously there's a terrible situation going on in Venezuela. But this is what happens in socialism. And that was about to take place here. But the question is it still coming? In the U.S., at one point, there was roughly 3 million preppers. But after the selection of Donald Trump, it's like everything's dried up. There's no point in prepping anymore, and so on and so forth. Let me show you this again. This is Venezuela right now. Do you really think that this is not coming here? They're bankers. They control the economy and governments. I take that back. That is not a Glock. That is definitely a homemade firearm. Or is that a different one? I don't know. That sort of looks like a Glock with an extended magazine. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's not really here nor there. The situation is obviously terrible. And again, folks, we need to be getting ready and prepared, because something of this magnitude and potentially worse is coming here. And of course, Bible prophecy will be fulfilled whether Donald Trump is in office or not. I can assure you, man does not stop God's plan. That's all I've got for you. God bless and carry on.